How's it going, guys? It's Noir Tapes back with another video. This is Making Samples Until I Get Good at It, Volume 8. I'll link the playlist up in the corner. I've made 7 other volumes to this series, and I plan to keep going once a week. Basically, the goal of the series, I'm just creating samples and getting practice in, and incorporating new techniques that I'm learning, and making samples. And obviously getting feedback from you guys is cool too. But it's more so just for me to document my progression. The end goal is I finish the series and I'm really good at making samples, and then I can just start sending samples out to other producers, making beats with my own samples, doing all sorts of things. That's the goal. But anyways, I like this beat today. It sounds really good. I used to do a little series on the channel called Noir Cuts. It just turned into Noir Cookups, which is just my general playlist now. But I made Noir Cuts Volume 5 and I sampled a theme from Colombo. And this sample I made here actually gives me those vibes, which I'm very happy about because I love that theme. But anyways, let's get right into it today. No fluff. I'll just break it down, tell you what I did, tell you the progression and how I made it, and then I'll show you the beat I made with it, and we'll call it a day. So let's get into it. So the first thing I started with, this is pretty common for me, but starting with the piano. But anyways, I'll show you what I made here and I'll explain a bit about how I made it. So essentially, I had my MIDI piano out. I've been practicing and following along with a course to learn how to play piano a bit. So I'm getting a little bit better at that, and it's good practice for that. And then the next layer I added was violin. I added 2 violins. The first one, I just copied the original 4 notes that I used and just put them on a violin. And then I did a bit of automation to the volume to make it swell a bit. This is it here. Instead of sounding good, I can't tell if something's gone wrong with the program. It sounded like all the notes were layering on top of each other towards the end. It was getting quite loud. It didn't sound like that when I printed it out originally, but either way, you get the picture. And so I panned those swells to the right a little bit, and I decided to add another violin, just a sustained note, which is actually the bass note of the piano, but pitched up, and then I put it to the left. So you've got the 2 violins playing different rhythms, and they're filling out different frequency spaces, and then you have the piano in the middle. So this is that sustained violin here. So I thought that was sounding pretty good, so then I printed it to a sample, and then I decided to start making the beat. I actually ended up changing the pitch of it. Went down 2 or 3 I think, and that's because I made the sample at 107 BPM. But either way, I wanted to make a boom bap beat at like 94. So I just bring the BPM down to 94. And so this is the printed sample here, and I pitched it down 4 actually to get it on time at 94. And so all I did after that was just chop up a drum loop and basically put it on top. This drum loop in particular is from my free drum kit actually. It's on thenoirtapes.com. You can find it in the description if you want to go check it out. All you have to do is go to my drum kit section. It should be on the homepage as well. And then it's free. All you have to do is enter your email. And so all I did was just chop that up, pitch it, put it on time, etc. And this is the beat I made. Enjoy. Alright, and that basically brings us to the end of the video. It took me a little while to make the sample. It took me like probably all of last night. I couldn't really find inspiration. I kept trying, starting ideas, and then it wouldn't eventuate, and so I'd scrap it, start again, you know. But I got something, and it sounds really good. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.